Well, hello, folks. It's another Wednesday, and that means it's time to rank another puzzle game for the Game Boy. And this week we have another one that kinda maybe doesn't fit the definition of a puzzle game per se, but it's another one of those sure, but where else would you put it kind of games. And this is Spot, also sometimes referred to as Spot, the video game. The history of this game, as far as I just looked up before streaming, is that it was based on an older computer game called Infection, which was itself based on an old board game that you might know of, sometimes called Othello and sometimes called Reversi. The rules are a little different, but as such, this arguably less puzzle game and more board game. And also, full disclosure here, I'm fairly familiar with this game because a streamer named Smite hosted a tournament of this a few years back, in which he just kind of set up the board, set it on 4-player mode. The NES version of this game is 4 players, and then players would just call their moves in chat, because it is that kind of game. But with all that out of the way, let's just jump on into it here. And proudly presented by Arcadia. And yes, also for context, the character Spot is the little dot on the 7-Up logo. That's where he comes from. So all that, you can begin game, edit board. We have options, not a lot of options, so you can... Menu is a little sluggish, but for now these settings are fine. This particular version of the game is only 2 players, so it's just, so human player, a CPU player at difficulty level 1. Okay, so I'm the dark chips, the dark spots, and the other player's the light spots. And so, the overall pattern, you can move 1 space, like so, and then you just take the space. You can also move 2 spaces, like this. But when you do that, see the chip in the original space up here disappeared. Whereas when you only move 1 space, it expands. And that was a dumb move, because I immediately got myself caught. But and I continue to be very stupid. I've just volunteered to put myself at a severe disadvantage. Okay, so we're going to have to fortify this corner a little more if we want to stand a chance here. I feel like he's trying to bait me into jumping. But also, I don't know if the CPU is actually that smart. I can jump here, I'll get these 3, but then that leaves this square open, so... Oof. This round's kind of already gone to hell. Yeah, I'm done. As the boomers would say, put a fork in me. I can't get that corner piece without leaving myself open. So I'm going to try to sort of keep up the move elsewhere here. There we go. Alright, now there's only one move. Well, there's two moves I can make. I can jump this piece here, or I can jump this piece here. Like this one would probably give me less headache. But only slightly less headache. A fair warning, when this game ends, there's going to be some flickering. I don't know how it's going to show up on stream. Maybe it won't be too bad, but just a heads up. Yeah, so because of the blur on the original Game Boy screen, this would not have been a problem. It would have just looked like the images were layered over top of each other. But because we're playing on an emulator, it instead looks like that. Okay, so this time I want to go into the edit board. Okay, oh, start to exit, that's why. If we push B, there's a bunch of presets, and basically you can't move on those squares. So that's sort of the gimmick here. And we can also, create our own variants on the patterns. You wanted to also do that. Or do something, a little asymmetrical like that. Or I guess this would be less likely to, because in the two corners, we'll do this. Okay, so my excuse is that I was trying to demonstrate the mechanics. This time we're gonna use slightly more cautious opening moves. No, the computer's playing way more aggressively all of a sudden. I'm not sure what that move was about. See, now that, on the other hand, was a good move. I fell for that one, hook, line, and sinker. Wasn't great, but I think I still gained more than I lost. Okay, flicker's coming up again. Okay, so if I just press start, do we just go right back in? Yes, same settings. Okay, cool. Let's try that again. So, interesting thing, the computer, you'd see him here, like, trying to push towards the center as fast as he could. I don't know, my fortification theory didn't really pan out. Forgot about that. Boy, this guy's really got my number. This strategy has never been my strong suit, so, you know. I can't really take it too personally. You know, I practically saw that coming, and it didn't stop me falling for it. I can take this, but now he can get that square back. But he didn't. See, my main failing here is that I need to avoid leaving myself open. And I'm not very good at doing that. Okay, for the next game, I'm just going to set it back to the plain board. So yeah, select to wipe, start to exit. Okay. Nice, suddenly changing his strategy. Interesting. Look, I know it looks like I'm doing really, really bad at this, but trust me, there's a reason for that. It's because I am. Still having fun, though. And I totally did win at this once. Yeah, it was offline, so you didn't see it happen. But trust me, I won a game of this one time. It's totally true. That's why I was so overconfident when I first started streaming. Is because I had so handily won a round in sort of my test play. And you're just going to have to trust me that that's exactly how it happened. And I probably could spend a little more time planning each move, but knowing myself, I don't know that that would help very much. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He couldn't move. And that means I finally won a friggin' game of this. And in the process of winning, I have thoroughly learned nothing. I wonder if it'll let me do this. Yeah, so that you have to jump in order to get into the middle. Yeah, he's kind of thinking what I'm thinking. He's no longer thinking what I'm thinking. Yeah, see, that was stupid. I just made that move more tempting for him. And he may have just figured out that he can dominate the center now. And he wiped me out on that side of the board. Oh. I don't think there's a single move I can make that won't put me at a disadvantage. I'll just sort of... Yep, kinda saw that coming. Fell for it anyway. Again. Oh. Speaking of fell for it again. And now I have to jump out of the middle square because that's the only move I can make. And so he just owns the middle square completely now. Does he know something I don't? Because I can do this now. Not that it matters, I'm still gonna lose. Alrighty. That was an odd move. But anyway. Of course. The issue here is that I just consistently fail to see the bigger picture. Well, I can give up the corner and only gain one piece from it, so might as well. Right. No advantage was conferred. Every opportunity missed. This is still fun, though. No, I think you got me. Yeah, that... If there's a way to get out of that screen a little sooner, I haven't quite caught it. Okay, so he can jump here. So I'm going down here. Looking straight at it and I still don't see the move. What are you gonna do? The answer is lose at Spot the video game. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh crap, I just gave him... Yeah. I can jump him here, but then he can jump me there. Oh, really? And maybe he has a plan. Okay, I have to... He can hit me from here, so I gotta press. There. Oh. I'm so bad at this. Oh boy. Gave up 3 pieces for 1. Again. Yep, and that's that. Maybe if you push select, and so it kind of speeds through that a little sooner. Well, let's look at what's this we got here. Actually, let's clear this all out. There. Fully open board except the center square. If I don't jump, he will. Okay, we're in a situation now where no matter what I do, he's going to be able to wipe me out on this front. So I'm just going to start spreading over here. You know, the funny part is the way I keep talking about the move I'm about to make, like as if I actually have a solid plan. Oh, we are like one move away from just completely losing. This has somehow been the worst round yet. Considering how badly I've been playing, that's saying something. Okay, what's he know that I don't? On second thought, don't answer that. Yes, some of these moves are making me kind of nervous. I don't know what he's planning. He's trying to bait me into something. Probably that. My instinct tells me... No, my instinct is wrong, because like right now I'm thinking fortify this corner. But if I do that, I think I'm just walking into a trap. So, I put this here. It's these three. If I move this one, he gets these three. Okay, so same loss either way. Okay, if I push select... Oh, yeah, okay, so select makes that go away faster. Which is good. Reduces the amount of time there's flickering on the screen. I got a little bit more time left here. I say we go into the options. This very sluggish options menu. 4, 5. What about timer? What does timer do? 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. No timer. We'll go 10 seconds. Okay, I think I just push start. Begin game. There we go. Well, I told him he could have 10 seconds. I see when you set the computer level up to... Oop. Oh, I think that was a mistake. When you set the computer level up to 5, they do start playing a little more defensively. Though at the same time, if Smite's evaluation is correct, which it probably is because he knows this stuff better than I do, then the difference is basically they just program the CPU to make more mistakes on the lower levels. So it occasionally just makes the wrong move. It's kind of fun that the music gradually gets louder. Yeah, the light green chips are going to have to really plan their moves carefully. Oh, slowly pulling himself back into it. Maybe I should have given them the 5-second time limit. You see, now I know exactly what move I would make, but... Okay, that is the move I would have made. I'd say, given my win-loss history here, I think we'll have to defer to what the CPU thinks is a good move. Probably be better than what I come up with. Yeah, and again, so like we're watching the computer play this, you can see that... Oh, that was a strange move. Actually, no, it isn't. But I imagine dark green is going to want to fill in that square, otherwise... Yeah. That wasn't a great play, but you just really don't want to give up that square, because that would have given light green an opening. Light green does seem to be keeping it close, at the very least. Even if he's been kind of on the back foot this whole time. Light green temporarily had an advantage. Oh, yeah, he's sort of taking the lead now. It's kind of back and forth. Made a smarter play than I would have. Ooh. And the comeback! Look at that! But dark green still wins. Well, okay, let's get this on the list then. Okay. Nope, wrong one. This one. Okay. So, the unfortunate thing here is that due to the nature of this show, I wasn't really able to demonstrate the multiplayer aspect of this game, because I mean, if you watch me play, the computer's kind of nasty, you know. It's not impossible, but all told, you know, there's only so much variety to that. But this is a pass-and-play multiplayer game, right? You make your move, you hand the Game Boy over to your friend, they make their move, they pass the Game Boy back to you. And as a multiplayer game, it is really good. Like, you take everything that we played here, and imagine just how much more fun it is to play against a friend. There's some weird technical stuff. Again, the flickering would not have been as big an issue on original hardware. The option menu is really slow for some reason, but in the grand scheme of complaints, that's pretty minor. So I think if anything brings the game down, it's probably just, you know, a slight lack of variety, but what's here is solid. And so we can say confidently this is better than Bust-A-Move 2, specifically this version of Bust-A-Move that has, you know, color issues. Better than this is... It's not as good as Tetris, or Dr. Mario, or Cat Trap, Samegame, Puzznik, Boxel, Nontan, Amazing Tater, Zoop. Oh, I'm saying here, I think it's a better game than Gearworks. It's a better game than Boulder Dash, even though it's a good version of Boulder Dash. It's a better game than Stop That Roach. I had a thought, it went away. It's better than Flappy Special. It's better than the Game Boy port of Lemmings, though arguably not better than the original Lemmings. It's definitely leaning into this area. Is it better or worse than Matchmania? I think it's better than Quirk. Again, the tricky thing here is that I'm not just thinking about what would I rather play, but also, you know, the fact that if I had someone to play the game with, I have so few friends. You know, if I had friends, they might play games with me. Because if we were just rating it on single player, it would not be better than Sanrio Carnival. But when you open up multiplayer, that's just where this game shines, even though we didn't get to see it. And because of that, we kind of almost have to just speculate as to how much multiplayer will, in fact, make the difference. It's got a little more going on than Quarth. It's better than Palamedes. I'm beginning to suspect that this is going to end up... I'd rather play... That said, I don't know. Pyramids of Ra is pretty good. Oops, sorry. Picking at things on my desk. It goes above Palamedes, but it's going below Krusty's Funhouse. So congratulations to our new number 14 spot, also sometimes called Spot the Video Game. Our new number 14. And that is going to be me for this evening. Let's have a look, see if there's someone we can go raid. Out of the people I'm following, some great Luton's playing. Yeah, I guess the short answer is not really. So we'll just head out there. So as always, thanks for coming by, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching me play a multiplayer game by myself. And as always, I do hope to see you next time. So bye for now.